Canon R10 Cinematic video. Can it be cinematic? Let's look at some footage and see what you think, then talk about the video recording options with the Canon R10. So, a short little sequence of footage. Let me know what you think in the comments, bearing in mind I'm not a cinematographer. All shots were recorded with the Canon R10, either with a natural lighting setup or with one cheap video light. There is links in the bio to all the gear I've used, so if you decide to pick any of these up, using the links helps me out with the channel, and so does liking and subscribing. So what settings does the Canon R10 have for video? The Canon R10 has some rather good options for video. You have 4K in 24, 25, 30, 50 and 60 frames per second. But the 50 and the 60 frames per second have a crop on the sensor, reducing the recording area of the sensor. The 4K 24, 25 and 30 frames per second are oversampled from 6K footage, meaning it processes the data at 6K but records it onto your card at 4K, compressing that 6K data. That's pretty awesome for this little camera. The Canon R10 also has Full HD at 1080p with frame rates of 24, 25, 30, 50, 60, 100 and 120 frames per second, but with the 1080p, the 50 and the 60 frames per second are not cropped, so you get the full width of the sensor. So this is also a workaround for the 50 and 60 4K. You also get that high frame rates of 100 and 120 with the 1080p, which allows you to slow down footage to 1/4 of the speed. Now, with all of these, they record at 8-bit color, and the Canon R10 doesn't come with any variant of Canon C-Log, but it does have a great little ace up its sleeve. The Canon R10 packs the option of HDR PQ, High Dynamic Range. This setting on the R10 does a great job of exposing the shadows and the highlights to get great exposure. It also records in 10-bit color, which allows you to push the color grade a little bit more. Now, the HDR PQ works on all of the frame rates on the 4K and the 1080. Now, this is a huge factor with this because you're not losing that 10-bit color on any of your high frame rates either. The footage I have shown in this recording is a mix of the standard 8-bit and some is the HDR 10-bit, but after using the HDR 10-bit, it's probably the settings that I'm going to use the most in future, as that cinematic look comes in post-production, as you have the options to push the color grade a little bit more. Now, you also have the same options you would have on any other Canon with the picture profiles. So they have the option of vivid, neutral, monochrome settings within the camera as well. Now, for this video, I set all the footage for the sequence to a neutral setting, and I didn't change that at all. It is just the standard neutral picture profile. Now, I hope you found this little video helpful with the video options for the Canon R10. Do like and subscribe, and if you want to see more content from me, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. I'll see you soon for more content. Stay lucky.